Hello again. My name is Jennifer. I'm your host. Today we're doing a little something different. Want to show you the outside of the neighborhood that you guys will be staying in when you come on your visit. Before my previous videos, I showed you the inside of the apartment. Now I'm just showing you the area and everything this area has to offer. This behind me is the park. It's called Gershwin Park, and people come here with their kids. They come to run on the track, get in shape. And it's right here on Linden Boulevard, which is a big avenue. You can hear probably all the traffic in the background. So I'm gonna just let you guys take a tour, and hopefully you like it. Okay, now I'm gonna introduce my brother Wendell, and he's gonna touch a little more about the park and the history of the neighborhood.
Hi, my name is Wendell. I always want to let a few people understand about the neighborhood, especially just this aspect of it. Now, for a long time, actually, for maybe almost 20 years or so or more, this park was actually a bit dilapidated. It had, you would run around the tracks and they would have cracks and a lot of, problems with and flaws with the park itself as a whole. But as time went on, local politician of ours helped to supposedly, reconstruct this park, where at a time when you would come late at night and lights were not available, to be able to run the track, when at dusk maybe. Now you can have lights on all through the night, where you don't have to feel a little uncomfortable. That is extremely helpful. We feel that for those who are trying to keep in shape, especially and healthy, at a time, especially when it's in the summer and it is getting dark much later. Especially one other thing that to add, which is one of the new things, we have here, for example, right to the side here, a bike rack, which we have another one further down. But we just wanted to show you that because that's extremely new, maybe roughly a year ago. And this is something that's great for part of, staying in shape. We'd never be able to ride down here. We would have to walk down here, and now you can actually ride a bike and put it aside safely. And this is a part of the reconstruction, so to speak, that you will see as we go through the tour of the neighborhood. Thank you.
All right, this is a little continuation, just showing you guys the security that they have, NYPD cameras here at the corner of Vermont and Stanley, which is still in the park area. And little correction, this is actually called Linden Park. Since it's on Linden Boulevard, I guess that makes sense. But growing up, when we were kids, we used to always call it Gershwin, because Gershwin School is right across the street from the park. So this is the playground area. Not much kids in it now because it's really early in the morning. And that's the block. It's a very long block. A lot of trees, beautiful trees. Alright, we just showed you the park. Now we're continuing our little tour to Pennsylvania Avenue, which is one of the main strips here. And this is where you find your Models, your Young World, other little shopping stores, and the restaurants like McDonald's and Popeyes and White Castle, whatever you crave. So this is, like I said, the main strip here, one of the main strips, and my brother's going to touch more about that for you guys.
Well, I know we mentioned on one of the sites that I'm on, for example, called House Trip, we mentioned about Russians being within the neighborhood. You will find when you come further down this neck of the woods, you have Starrett City, which is basically about a block or so, or right over Linden. I mean, actually, this is further, and I forget now. That's Flatlands Avenue, and Linden is further back the other way. So what we have, if you look at, there's back here in this mall, and also what's just newly was erected is another pharmacy, two pharmacies that are Russian owned. So when it comes to, for those who may not speak the English language too well, again, we're sorry that we don't cover all nationalities in this neighborhood, but when it comes to those who are Russian speaking, if you need to fill that prescription, just as much as the Rite Aid over here, this is only roughly about 20 minutes the most, depending on how quick you walk. And it has the basic needs. You have internet cafe just started in that section of the mall.